It is no secret that e-cigarettes and vaping, listen, they're targeted at our kids. There's just no way around it. And when you see a store like this behind us, situated amazingly down the block from two schools and across the street from another school, you know what's going on. They're targeting our kids. Well, this new legislation is going to look to protect it. It is a two-phase legislation that we are targeting to safeguard our kids, to make sure these stores are not situated in areas where we can keep them out. And really, it's about the health and safety. That's the paramount thing. What this legislation is, as I said, twofold. One, it will stop the sales of e-cigarettes and all these other little devices they sell within 1,000 feet of a school, playground, or park. And as I said, that is monumental because that's where they situate these locations. In a second phase, we've rezoned the laws in the town where when new facilities want to open up, they will be limited. They will be limited to light manufacturing and industrial zoning districts. What does that do? It keeps them from really targeting certain areas of communities in residential areas. These e-cigarettes, they're deadly. Studies have shown it. There's no way around it.
It's a cold day, but I guess it's most important that we're here because we're doing something most important for our children. We want to make sure that they stay away from the vaping and the e-cigarettes. That is so important. I know many people think it's okay. There are some parents who give it to their children. I've caught one and I really gave it to him. So I'm with you, young lady. I make sure that things are done right. So I really appreciate you and your tenacity and continue to work as you are for our children because if we don't do it, no one else will. So I thank you for that.
2 years ago, I started this mission. I was the PTA president. I was a concerned parent. And most importantly, I was a homeowner in the community. This Safer Routes legislation is what happens when local government and the community work together to do something. And that's exactly what we did. When other elected officials told me nothing could be done, the best I could get was a fine. The town of Hempstead heard me. And this Safer Routes is an example of what happens when you do what is right instead of what is easy.
As an elected official, I'm very excited by the fact that Tiffany Capers did what she did very early in the game. She said it's very hard. Do what is right, not what is easy. And Tiffany Capers wanted the innocence of the children of this town of Hempstead, and she went out there to make sure that the vices, the bad habits, we're in a Lent season when we try to, as adults, get rid of all those bad habits and those sins and those problems.
Just before the COVID pandemic hit, we were talking a lot about about e-cigarettes and the danger to our community and to our children and to our citizens. So these are very dangerous nicotine delivery devices. The companies that make these, they make them so they deliver nicotine, a highly addictive chemical, and they're designed to deliver that directly into the bloodstream, where people get a very quick high off of it and get very quickly addicted to it. There are stories of teenagers who just tried one or two hits off of a vape pen for one of their friends because of peer pressure and end up getting hooked on these things.
I see the difficulty every day of what is taking place and how these kids are being targeted. So Tiffany, on behalf of myself, all my colleagues, we want to thank you for your passion. We want to thank you for, not letting it go. And I want to thank you for coming down and visiting me almost just a little bit of a year ago and getting those emails in, because working together, we can all do amazing things and really safeguard, our kids and our communities, and that's what we should do.